Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. As I mentioned in yesterday's episode, I'm recording these in a little back-to-back session. This is episode number 2 of this recording set. If you're wondering, I took a little break between episodes. Took like a 5 or 10 minute. Went to the bathroom, played a few games of chess against the AI. I've been having a lot of fun playing chess against the AI. I'm getting into it. I'm having a good time with it. But I'm ready to go. I'm feeling good, feeling rejuvenated. Last run, pretty straightforward, pretty good. I liked it, and yeah. I mean, I don't in these intros. Usually, the intros are something that I think of throughout my day. So, because I'm doing these episodes back to back, I don't really have anything exciting for you in today's intro. Is this our third game of Awoken Secondary in a row? I think it is. Seems unlikely. But anyway, yeah, just gonna like hop right to it here. When I do these bulk recordings, I think it is good if I cut back on the intros a little bit. Some people will enjoy this, some people may not. Yeah, it's okay. Why is this idiot talking so much? I don't know. Why don't I just get to the video? How about it? Today we're Little Fade. You know. We'll see how I feel. I feel like I should like Little Fade. I really do. I used to like Little Fade. I feel like I should like Little Fade, but right now, she and I were on rocky terms. I hope that after today's episode, my opinion will change. Well, let's do it, shall we? I think we shall. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you are interested, and let's do it. Exile, Melting Default, Awoken. We have Plating Seal, Daedalus. Spell Shield Fell, Diligent Seraph, Purifying Cleanse, Restoration, Detonation, Wicked Blaze. Really nice starting cards. Purifying Cleanse and Wicked Blaze are both very nice. I am down to play anything here. Alright, I want to play Firelight. I go back and forth on Firelight a whole lot. I think that if I can't make it work with 2 Purifying Cleanses, then there's something wrong with me. Because people have told me it's strong. I believe you, it's strong. I just don't play it well. I think it's not a style that I like to play, but maybe today we'll change that. I'll take Hell Pact because Cursed Vines. Take the unit draft, it's fine. Now, I think that what I've been told is I should just play top 4. If this is not what I've been told and I'm misremembering, sorry, first of all, but I'm pretty sure what I've been told in terms of becoming less terrible. By the way, we're taking a ton of damage here. I might just die. I'm taking so much damage here. Taking an absolute load of damage. Oh god. Do I die? Huh. Because of the damage shield, right? It's 14 and 9. I think I die. Minus 10, 30. I take 14 and 9, 23. Huh. Well, this would be a really unfortunate start to the episode, I'm just gonna tell you. I guess I should have thought a little more about the damage shield boys with more attack. I didn't, obviously, but maybe it's okay. I guess we'll see. Bring back Little Fade. Am I supposed to play her here? I think I'm supposed to play her down here. Okay, let's just walk through it, right? If I play Little Fade on the top floor here, she will die on the first round. She will give +5/+5 to both of these guys, making them 20 attack and 23 health. This guy will be full health. It's so they'll do 40. Take 14. Do 40, that's 80. Take, it takes 14, right? 14, we're at 23, so he dies, and it's another 20, that's 100, and then another hit. So I'm pretty sure I die. Okay, so we have to high roll now, and if I just lose this combat, it's fine, you know? I overstepped my bounds. I didn't even think about it. I did not even think about it. I went, I have to take this trial. I think that with drawing Primitive Mold we're okay because Fade gets to take another hit for us. No, I just die. Okay. That sucks. Yeah, that sucks. I don't think there's an out here either. I think I just die. Straight up. That's crazy. I actually did not think there was a way to die in the first combat. But I found one. Incredible. Is there a way to not die in this fight? Like, is there... Does this deck just always do... I want to replay this real quick. Real quick. Just give me one real quick here. I will be... Let me try mid 4 here. I'll be surprised if there's not a way to survive this fight. But I think there's actually just no outs, right? I think you just can't win, which is crazy. I'm like, I'm running the numbers in my head, right? This guy's gonna beat the shit out of us. This guy always does 14. We have to find a way to not take so much damage from this enemy. I think it's just over though. I think there's no way out. I'm trying. I'm looking hard for the out here. I just think there's not one. Take the damage again. I think that taking this trial does just outright kill you. Guaranteed primitive mold, so we may as well do this. If I do survive this, I'm going to just play it through. Like, I'm going to continue the run. If this is the line to survive it, I'm going to play it out. Because I think it's interesting if we live here. But I don't think we do. 130. It's close. It's close. It is close. Okay. Put train start up here. It's closer anyway. See what the draw is. I think we can reform Little Fade and survive this. 20. If he didn't have burnout. Okay, so we do survive this, right? Just barely. And I will play this run through because I don't really feel like starting another one and not getting Firelight Fade. But this is a really, really good learning experience. In the last little bit of, like in the last few weeks of playing this game, I have been operating under the assumption that you take Trial 1 unit draft without thought. Like, I did not even look at what the trial was. I just saw unit draft and clicked it. I've been operating on that assumption. However, the damage shield combat, when you have Little Fade and you give them attack, might be a pretty strong contender for times to not click the trial. However, one thing that's really important to note here is that I would never know. If I just go, I don't think this is good, I would never know. I would have a pretty good suspicion, but like when you say it out loud, it's pretty obvious, right? You're gonna take a ton, because how do you kill anything? But I would, like, I have to experience this at least once to go, oh, I need to be looking a little closer, huh? Now we get to have our comeback story as well. Hollow Drippings is alright. It just stops burnout from ever happening on the Little Fade floor, which is nice. It's very nice. Dripfall is also cool because we can then overflow the floor, but that's really bad actually. I'll go Drippings here. Sure. Vine Grasp is cool because it kills Fade on the first draw, and that's pretty worth. Alternatively, I just grab Glimmer. Do Vine Grasp. And we'll do Wickless Baron. He seems like a very strong unit for this run. And Animus of Will would be good here too. Endless at 110, what a shame. It's not that big of a deal. Skip this. We are on very thin ice now. Maybe I take Husk Hermit just to have a backline clear. Although more harvests. I think I need to take Husk Hermit to not die in the next combat. So we want health and multi-strike for Baron. He already kind of gets health because of harvest, but I'm going to throw him a plus 25. We're not going to be taking, we're going to not take many chances here as best we can, considering the circumstances. It's a good one, though. It's a really good lesson to learn. It's a hard lesson to learn, but it's a good one to learn. Absolutely. And the lesson, it's not even a lesson that it's not like I'm learning, I'm relearning, is how I would put it. It's something that, like, look at the trial before you click it might be something that seems pretty obvious, but, you know. You just kind of slam enough trials and all of a sudden it becomes second nature. I die here, right? I think I die here. To this heavy. And I don't think there's a way out. There is a way out. I have to kill on the bottom floor. I'm really wishing I took that drip ball right about now. I'm just gonna, like, if I lose this combat, I'm just gonna die, because this is gonna be a lot of trying to recover a run that's already lost. What a nightmare. If I play Little Fade mid-4, can I ever, in any world, kill this, or is it guaranteed to lose? I think it's guaranteed to lose. It's like I kill this and then I take 2 from you. You have to die, or you have to die, but I can't kill you. So, 21. What about... Okay, there is a line out of this. It's a really thin line, but there is a line out of this. Let's walk through it, shall we? I've analyzed. If I get out of this, it's insane. There's exact lethal here. I play Little Fade up here, and I play a Train Steward, and then I play the other Train Steward down here. It doesn't really matter where. On the next turn, I have to draw Restoration Detonation, and then we get out of this. And if I die here, I die here. Okay, so we live... I'm wrong. I'm wrong, we die. Okay, never mind. I miscalculated. Restoration Detonation is 5x, not 10x. So there was no out. It's fine. Just fucking take me away. Yeah, okay. I mean, we get to take a pretty good lesson away from this run, which is you can't click every trial. Little Fade is weak in the first 3 combats. It's a very... Little Fade is a character. Little Fade is like the Watcher for me in this game, where everyone says Little Fade is broken. Everyone tells me Little Fade is the most busted character in this game. It's insane. She's so overpowered. If she's so overpowered, then why did I just die? And the answer to that question is because she's contextually overpowered, but people just take the ends of runs and they'll not take into account the beginnings of runs where it can be a little less strong. Rage Talos, Darkness Arcus, Diligent Seraph, Purifying Cleanse Sting, Fatal Melting. The point of that run is to not get swept up in the hype and to just... you can't slam early trials like I did there, and it's fine. I take Sap Tap because I don't like Firebox. Right, so this trial, we're going to take a second now. And we're going to look. We have Sting. This is a combat with a 5-1 behind. I'm pretty sure we have the Fatal Melting. Pretty sure I just don't take this though. I'm fairly certain that I take a lot of damage in this combat regardless. But let's see. Let's see if it ends up being wrong. And we'll just follow it through here. So we started with Purifying Cleanse again, which is really nice. I'm glad to see Purifying Cleanse in our opener once again. Yeah, see, we would take 9 here. Guaranteed, like for sure. There's no way not to take 9 here. I'm not going to play these Train Stewards because I don't want them in the Reform pool. And I'm not going to play Restore because if I hit basically any of those cards, I'm unhappy. Yeah, this is taking the lesson of the last run and using it immediately within the next run to not lose. Had I taken the +4, I would be down another 16 health. Maybe I'm playing Little Fade wrong. I'm not sure, but it sure feels like in this early section here, when you just have Train Stewards, you have to be like super careful. Which is fine, right? I'm not like, oh wow. There are other champions that are weak at the early game that become very powerful. I should not be singling out Little Fade. I just have to realize that Little Fade is a champion that can routinely take 17 on this first combat, because from this position, we begin to scale. I hope. I kind of like Molded here. Molded, Entombed Explosive is also an interesting one. It can just be like a one-space unit that benefits from Little Fade, but I don't like having non-draw priority units in there. I'll grab Molded, and it'll be fine. These are okay. Are they worth it, though? I don't think they're worth it on this run. I'm pretty sure that Razor Sharp Edge and Steel Enhancer are both not worth it, because in the short term they provide a small amount of benefit, but they lower our, like, there's turns where we don't draw reforms, and we want to avoid those by not taking Molded there, or not taking Steel Enhancer or Razor Sharp Edge there. This is my hypothesis. I am absolutely crying. Absolutely crying about that one. Oh. How sad. Paraffin Enforcer or Wickless Baron? Who's better? Take a quick sip of water there to run it through the brain. I think it's Baron. I think I like Baron a little more. Paraffin Enforcer does scale a lot quicker though. Yeah, you know what? Give me Paraffin Enforcer here. I am so sad that I can't afford this multi-strike. I'm so sad I can't afford this multi-strike right now. Man, that really sucks. Like, that really sucks. We'll just have to roll it at the next shop. I took the plus 25 at the shop on Paraffin Enforcer here. I'm not taking Invasion Trial. I'm... Who's the other champion that feels like this, where you just never click these early trials? I know there's another one. Who is it? I think I don't want to play top floor here. We'll be fine if I play mid floor, right? Will we? So real quick, I want to do this. Is it? It's friendly unit. Okay. I was gonna heal them to try and draw a card, but Sap Tap doesn't work that way. I think this is worse because of the curses, but I won't be stopping this curse anyway. I guess I won't be stopping the curses anyway. This combat does fill me with a little bit of fear. I think we're going to miss redraws on Fade and die here. That is my expectation right now. Rather, we're gonna miss redraws on Primitive Mold and die here because of the curses, but maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. Oh, it's bad. I guess we have two, and we can also draw Purifying Cleanse, which works. It is not great though. It is definitely not optimal. Hey, look at that. Thanks, Molded. He burns out. I do take a lot here. And I do also take 3 curses, but we draw 6, so yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna put Fatal Melting here first. Just gonna put more burnout on. Okay. Good combat. Really good combat. We didn't die, which is all that this combat needed for it to be a good one in my eyes. All I needed was to not pass away in this combat, and I feel like excellent. Mist Collector took 8 damage. Who cares? We're alive. Live for the moment. Again, I'm gonna click on Hollow Drippings. I didn't get to see how it did in the last run because I died. And I will skip this. Yeah, okay. From here, like, I'm fairly certain if we walk away from Daedalus, or Talos apparently, if we walk away from Talos, I'm fairly certain we win the run. No multi-strike, very sad. I just click on another Paraffin Enforcer here. Ideally I get multi-strike and I just duplicate, but given the circumstances, I just take another one. Take another Hollow Drippings in this run. Seems fine. I think we were 10 gold off of this combat being guaranteed survival. As it sits, I'm a little worried. I'm uncertain. I'm uncertain right now. I could roll. It's not right, but I could. All right, let's just go. This feels like it should beat Talos, but I guess we'll see. It depends a lot on... I think that as long as we live to Relentless, we beat Talos. I'm gonna continue this play top 4. Hope that Talos goes up there. Ping off enemies. Go up there, Talos? Ah, tragic. Lens. We wanna buff up front man here. Another. This is both of my drippings right out the gate. Not what I like to see. I think it's right to just wait on hollow drippings. We'll draw back into it. Now Talos is top 4 when I don't want her up there, of course. Wouldn't have it any other way. Should be okay. Even with the Purifying Cleanses, I don't just outright lose if I don't draw a Reform here, which is good. I do draw a Reform here, which is better. But it's not the end of the world if I miss it, which is an important thing to note here. I think I'm getting it. This episode, I feel like I'm understanding a little bit better here. It helps that I haven't had any big whiffs, but the more important thing to note here is that if I did have a big whiff, we would not have lost, right? I didn't have any big whiffs where I just missed my redraw, but it's fine. Like if I did, it would be fine. We have 10 and 12 burnout on these guys, and they are fine. Like everything is okay. I think we do win this run now, as long as I see a multi-strike sometime before I pass away. I'm ready. I'm ready to say, I'm ready to come back to the fold of enjoying Little Fade. Firelight perhaps is not so bad. Oh my god. Have you ever thought about the Rage Paraffin Enforcer Adaptive Mutation run? In all of my time playing Rage Adaptive Mutation, not one moment did I think about Rage Paraffin Enforcer. He does generate rage. This is Adaptive Mutation. I fucking hate it. I think it's awful. I think it's so bad. Like, I really, really, truly think it's terrible. He doesn't generate enough rage until Relentless. I shouldn't need it also. I'm just gonna take Rail Spike, but like, god, I never even thought of that. That thought never crossed my mind in all of my years. We take draw here. I'm fairly certain we're stable now. I think we walk away from Talos and we're stable. I'm a little sad about multi-strike, but I'll just see 2 multi-strike in the next 2 shops and it'll be fine. I'm trying a new strategy in this game, by the way, where I just think positively. Trying to manifest that which I desire by thinking positively. You know, Legion of Wax is an interesting one. I'm okay, but I appreciate the thought. I don't really know what to duplicate here. I think I want to do Awoken's Rail Spike. It feels right. Basically, the way that I look at Rail Spike is, oh no, I drew 6 cards and none of them are Reform, and then I press Rail Spike and draw 4 more cards, and hopefully one of those is Reform. I'm going Firelight. Sorry, I swear I just heard a weird noise. Give it a sec. I think I'm losing it. I'm not interested in this combat particularly much. Got it. The other champion that I was thinking of that is a die in combat one sometimes champion is Conduit Tethys, who is another champion that I have recently opened my eyes to. I will play this train start up here because we are very, very poor on this run. What are we doing here? I do end up getting a little bit chunked. Nothing I can do about it, I don't think. And I end up with a train steward in my Reform pool on the turn after next as well. With multi-strike, we do outscale these, but for now, I'm going to take another 15. I don't have an out here, right? No way. I don't think so. There is a potential one if I... No, because it's space lost top 4. Okay. It's fine. I'm gonna throw this hollow drippings out, although maybe that's wrong. That's wrong. That's definitely wrong. I just took 5 extra damage, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, I did. That's very wrong. Hopefully not the end of the world, though. Yeah, it's not good. Losing space top 4 seems really bad. I think I need the space. Ah, what am I doing? Forgot about sap tap. I think I need the space on the top 4 to... Or I need the time from top 4 to scale a little more, is what I'm thinking here. I hope I don't miss. That's a shame. But that's what Rail Spike's here for. Yeah, look at that. Indeed. Okay. I might be dead. No, I drew Sting, so I'm okay. It'd be real silly if I missed this play, though. That would be a real bad one to miss, right? Right. Fade doesn't die. God, what the hell? Sap tap. Why? It's more I should be angry at myself, but I can blame it on sap tap instead. This is frightening. Take 12 here, 9 here. I'm really close to dying. It's like I'm taking little bits of chip damage here. I'm gonna play this Rail Spike to cycle the deck slightly faster. I know it might be bad because like, oh, what if I don't redraw Fade? But, you know. If I were to do this, hypothetically, it's bad. And actually, it's bad. It's bad. Yeah, okay. I'm trying to cycle the deck to reach a Sting to save this 9. Fatal Melting works. Do I need to Fatal Melting the bottom 4? Let's take a look, shall we? 9. So takes 9. Is that plus 5? I think it's no. I'm like 95% on it being no. Yeah, it's no. Okay. You know, we're not as strong as I expected, but I also think we leak a lot less if we played top 4. We would also be in a better position if I had seen that multi-strike. If I had 10 more gold, this run looks significantly different. However, here we are. It is what it is. Maybe I'd taken Snare here. I don't think it's good. I think it's bad. Like, just show me the multi-strike here, please. Higher health is also very nice. Please multi-strike me. This game is cruel. It's very, very cruel. I'm gonna take another plus 25. Now I'm gonna re-roll for multi-strike. Oh, okay, we're fine. I think we actually do just like absolutely crush now. Like truly, truly, I think we're fine. Perhaps I'll be proven wrong, but I think it's cool. And the other big thing here is I'm going to save the rest of my money because we're going to another steel shop after this combat. And I'm also just going to duplicate the multi-strike guy now if I don't see multi-strike at the right path. Oh god. Sycophant self-made harpy. What I was about to say as well is I think that if we survive this combat, we're okay. I don't know if we survive Sycophant self-made harpy. I would give you uncertain odds here. We should outscale, but the Sycophant part is more frightening than the self-made harpy. I need Fade to die right now. What I also need to do is I need to not draw Fatal Melting on the next turn, which is why I'm going to do everything in my power, which includes I do take 8. I should draw Sting. I need to draw Sting and not draw Fatal Melting right here. This is the opposite of what I said, Monster Train. You got it backwards. Okay, at least we drew Sting. So now what I need to do is I need to play Awoken's Rail Spike and not draw the other one. Okay, fucking everything is awful. Just, I want you to know everything is going wrong. All of my hypothetical outs are just withering away before my eyes. How do I not die? I'm pretty sure I die here, and it's tragic. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to draw into... I'm gonna draw into Fatal Melting and survive now. Okay. Okay. Sometimes we hit these. That was a very perfect hit, by the way. Could not ask for a better hit. We get the Reform, we get the Fatal Melting, and we get a Sting. Very good. It's still ugly. Don't get me wrong, it's still ugly. I'm taking 8 here. I have to do something. Have I drawn yet? I have. I'm taking 8. I'm taking 12. I don't know. It's still rough, right? It's still rough. This is like the worst possible combat we could have seen. I don't wanna understate. This combat's really, really, really bad. It is tragic to see this combat here. This deck doesn't deal with backline very well right now, and this combat is all backline. 8. So I'm not dead, I think, is the important thing here. I'm pretty sure we skate out of this now. I'm gonna just pull off the top Fatal Melting here. Okay, Purifying Cleanse. It's close. Good try. It's like the multi-strike is hurting me, which is hilarious. On the bright side, we don't kill backline. The bad part of this combat is that we don't kill backline. The up part of this combat is that we don't kill backline. It is a blessing because we don't kill the Sycophant. It's just a normal self-made heartbeat. It's a curse because I've taken all of the health that I healed at the last Pyre health juncture. But here we are, right? Such is how it is. I could have gotten a little more value out of Fade if I played her bottom floor or reformed her. She could have taken one more hit. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Tell me it's fine, Monster Train. It's fine. We are alive. Barely. We have skated by another combat. I don't like it, but we're here. I'm just skipping cards. I don't know if I should be, but I'm just skipping cards. Pyre health again. Give me another multi-strike, please, Monster Train. Just one more, if you could. Okay. I do feel like I have learned a lot from this run. Win or lose, I think I have learned a lot from this run. What have I learned? A backline solution is still required in this version of Fade. I'm not used to looking for a backline killing strategy in Fade because I always play Little Icarus, but I do need a way to kill the backline. I'm taking space so that this stops happening to me as well. I can play Fade first and then Paraffin Enforcer here. Yeah. It's only bad if the next card is also Paraffin Enforcer, so I don't look. If the top card is Paraffin Enforcer, it is really bad there. But we just don't find out. Play Rail Spike here. That's fine. I'm looking for Sting, and I think that playing Rail Spike there lets me look for Sting a little quicker. Yeah, we found it. Okay. The guy died. Oh, because they both have multi-strike. Of course they both have multi-strike now. Okay, right. Yeah. Alright, alright. I'm with you. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm fine. Don't worry. From this position, I think that we are winning. But it's been rocky. I think that I have tended to play Fade. You see, we whiffed here. This is an important look. We whiffed here, but it doesn't matter. And that's an important thing to note here. And also we didn't whiff because we're gonna draw it on Rail Spike. Almost guaranteed. Like it would be insane if I missed it again. However, nonetheless. I think there's plenty that I can use as takeaways from this run. Truly. I'm trying to put them into words and then I get distracted, but generally I think that I have been baited into thinking that Little Fade is just free, and she is not. There is a level of thinking. You don't just draw all 6 Reform cards? What the fuck? Well, that's not good. It's not bad though. Like, it's not the end of the world. We're already pretty stable here. It's just surprising. More damage if I play it. Yeah, answering... Little Fade is a character that I need to play how she is, and how she is... This sentence doesn't really make any sense, however, it's fine. Little Fade is a character that wins once you leave the early game, and so I have to play around leaving the early game. Also, do I win? I'm pretty sure I win. I think this wins, right? This wins this combat? Yeah, this wins this combat. Okay. Just making sure. I was a little uncertain. I didn't really do the math, but we are doing 800 damage per round, which is plenty. Quickless recruitment can be cool. I'm gonna grab Channel Song. I'm not gonna grab Channel Song. That's a really bad take. I'm gonna skip this and I'm gonna take space so we can play top floor. 3 runs in a row where taking space is correct, just so that we can guarantee our play, which is an interesting one. I'm gonna skip here. Quickless recruitment is bad. I think we're stable and we take this run to its end now pretty comfortably. I don't need to duplicate. Although there was a thought crossed my mind of taking double space and playing 3-2 space units with Fade, but nah. Dropping restores now. We're pretty close to just having this one won. There's like, the first 3 turns are a little awkward, and once we get, oh, Bone Dog, hell yeah. Once we get past our first 3 turns, we are just like crushing everything. Undisputedly, we are crushing the whole game. Big Fatal melting the 1 cost, so it's less awkward to play. I would love to get a +10 on it here as well. I'm gonna roll for it. Tragic. It's okay, I would just like to be able to play this on turn 1 and have it kill Purifiers, potentially. Maybe I should look for holdover +10 on it, but probably not. I truly think the biggest takeaway from this Little Fade run, though, is I need to find an answer to backline. Again, maybe an obvious thing to you, but I got swept up in the hype. I wonder how I would feel about all of these cards that I'm playing if I weren't making content for this game. That's something that I think about too sometimes. Like, how would I feel about most of this stuff if I wasn't playing the game in this capacity? I don't know. It's an interesting question, isn't it? Hard to say. I am like, just by it's how it is, right? I am going to passively hear other people's opinions from playing the game and see what other people like and dislike, and I'm going to have my opinions influenced at least somewhat by others. I don't want a Rail Spike here. Rail Spike at this point is like insurance against missing. I should never miss, truly, but it's there if I do. On this turn, I think I intentionally miss. I don't want to take 15 here. 50. Ooh, let's take a quick little peek here, right? I Reform Fade. She is killed. She adds 100 damage to this floor. When I say it out loud, I'm pretty sure that playing Fade will kill this guy. He was already dead from the sting, so it's fine. Now we just have to make sure that my front man here doesn't die. That is our next big stopping point, is Paraffin Enforcer in the front dying. He shouldn't, is what I will say. And we should scale at a rate, because we're getting, every time Fade dies, we're getting +100. She didn't die on that turn, by the way. But we're getting +100 to the floor's damage output. So you don't need a whole lot of +100s to punch through Seraph, is my hypothesis. I do miss my next turn if I play this, but all I'm really doing is trying to heal these guys up. It doesn't matter, we're gonna kill this boss for sure. Cycling the deck as quickly as we can is now the best thing to do so that we can get to Bone Dog again, potentially. Maybe I should be looking for plus 10 on Purifying Cleanse. Nice, we get one more Bone Dog out. Sick. Okay. Thank you for Bone Dog. Bone Dog healed for like 20 to 25. I don't remember what we were at the start of this combat. I think he healed us for 20 though. Really good. I don't need any of these. I'm pretty sure we win. Like, I'm fairly certain we win. I'm taking Graft for Sap Tap, but I'm okay. I'll take Pyre Shards as well, but again, I'm okay. I'm pretty sure the best line is go left here, and we're just gonna look for... Maybe removing all these restores has been wrong, actually. I'm not gonna do a removal here, I don't think. Hold over Fatal Melting seems fine. Although Fade has to die 3 times before that does something, so maybe that was a snap pick that was incorrect. Maybe I should hold over nothing there. And Train Steward. I would love to play a Firelight Fade run that starts with the Train Steward relic. That sounds really fun. -1 Rail Spike seems good, and... I feel like I just want to roll for plus 10. I want to plus 10 Purifying Cleanse. Bigger burst heals is nice, and let's give another -1 to Rail Spike. I think we're okay on cards to play. Removing is not right here. I could remove Bone Dog potentially, but I'm gonna hold on to Bone Dog to let him combat the curses a little bit. I thinned out my deck a bunch against Seraph the Diligent, which is awkward, but I think it should be fine. Because there are turns like this one where I don't have to play a card to consume it. I can just press end turn there and it's fine. I am playing top 4 as well. I'm not too worried. Maybe I should be, but I'm not too worried. Yeah, just play Paraffin Enforcer. I will do my best to fight against the curses, and I do play Rail Spike here. Having it reduce the cost of Vengeful Shard is really nice. Okay. Should be fine. This run has made me kind of really hate Sap Tap. Been having an absolute bad one with Sap Tap in the run. It's a big bit of damage we're taking here, huh? I'm gonna not consume this thing. I'm gonna consume the Hollow Drippings even though it's slightly less value. This is really bad because we take 3 curses, but it's probably okay. It's also really bad because we take 33. Bone Dog, keep me in this run. Okay. Other Hollow Drippings goes down. Bring back Fade. 180 only? Oh, because he dies still. Heal this guy. Here's our Fatal Melting, finally. I'm going to take curse damage here, because it stops future curses on the next turn, and it saves a bunch of health on my boy. We gotta play smart with our health in this position. I think we're generally ahead now, but I do not have a reform guaranteed anymore. I think generally we're favored to win from this position. It's gonna depend a lot on the draws though, to be fair. I think it's fine to just play Fatal Melting up here. I save 15. There's no alternative actually. I was thinking maybe I could like save a curse, but that doesn't happen. That just isn't gonna happen. Bone Dog is saving me. Thank you. I'm very glad I did not move Bone Dog here. Very, very happy with that choice. We're gonna consume Stings when the choice is given to consume Sting or not. Like, consuming Sting is better than consuming one of these other cards here. And then I'm going to play I'm gonna play all but 1 Self-Mutilation in my hand here. Should have stung down here maybe. Let's see what we're looking at after I play these first. Okay, so I do take damage if I don't Fatal Melting up here. Forgot about the card draw. It's a good draw. Like, this is a really good card to draw here. Drawing Restore means I don't draw Restore next turn, which is excellent. I think this, let's see, we're close to having one of these guys kill 2 heavies. It does push damage to Seraph, which is nice as well. Okay. I think I think we're stable. I think we've made it out of here. I don't Reform Fade here, which does suck, but I'm pretty sure we're past the point where we need to Reform Fade. I can also play Restore first. Potentially draw Prime Minimal. Alright, Sap Tap, you redeemed yourself. You can come out of the shame town. It's okay. Sap tap. So I'm gonna throw this Fatal Melting at this Cursed Boy. I do take another 11, but I have the health to spare. Big shout out to Bone Dog for saving me. Just absolutely saving me. Thank you, Bone Dog. Very cool. Bring back Fade. And we don't need a lot of rounds against Seraph here, right? That's the big thing I want to tell you here too. We don't need a lot of rounds against Seraph. If you noticed, we do like 1,000 damage. Not like 1,000 damage. We do 1,000 damage per round. So it doesn't take a whole lot to kill Seraph here. In fact, it takes about 4 rounds, which we do have. Would feel a little better if I could full heal these guys, but it is what it is. I shouldn't have held that over. We're winning though, right? Yeah, okay. This run was tough. I think this run was very tough. I also think this run was a good one, because if this run was tough, but this run was a few low rolls, I think, too. Missing multi-strike in that first shot was tough. But generally, I feel like this is a good learning experience. We got some good stuff here. Yeah, I think that there's good takeaways from this run. What are they? Taking burnout cards is really important to Firelight Fade. It removes the "oh, I didn't draw a reform and now I die" aspect of the champion. And that's an important thing to do. So like picking a burnout extender is really, really important. Barring that, you just take more reforms. And yeah, I think any unit with multi-strike is okay, but maybe it's better to just take 4 one-space units. I'll have to try it out. It's just hard to get 4 one-space units, I think. And yeah, pick a backline card. I think that I think I skipped a Glimmer that I should have taken. And that's it. This is a good run. This is a really good run to learn a lot about Firelight Fade. I feel like I think in the past I've just kind of been like, this run sucked, and then I move on. But this is one where I sat down and I really had the intention to learn, I guess. I don't know why I didn't in the past. I think I was just generally frustrated with her. Or I just take Little Icarus and go, huh, I guess I got enough spikes, or huh, I guess I didn't. But no, you know what this one was? This one was me going, oh wow, I can't just slam this trial, I almost die, right? And because champions that can't slam a trial because they almost die mean that they're very weak in the early game, and like obviously this is a very weak early game champion, Little Fade, but I didn't really realize that because I've just been swept up in the Little Fade is so broken, how is this champion allowed hype, right? And I didn't think of because when I think of a champion that's broken, I think of a champion that just crushes early combats, right? I think of Wendleton, basically. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.